I've always hated Christmas. I grew up thinking I did like it. And I think it's because when I was young, I had a few good ones. Kind of before I was old enough to really realize what life was like. And I think as I got older and things just kind of got worse for me in terms of family, I kept going into the holidays with these big expectations and just continuously being let down. And it was funny because I wouldn't really realize how sad I was until that exact moment at midnight, when I'd be sort of waiting, hoping that I'd feel some sort of love for my family. And every year it would get worse and worse. And I don't think it was until I moved away that I looked back and I realized Christmas symbolized something I had lost. That stereotype of a happy family, unwrapping presents under a tree, everyone together, cousins, uncles, midnight, we're Latino, represent. Every year I just feel more and more alone. My brother left, then my sister left, and then it was just me and my mom, and sometimes there was my stepdad at the time. But there was always so much going on. And I really hope that I could forget about it for one day. Just one. But life has a way of reminding you that it's relentless, it's unforgiving. And sometimes you just have to accept things as they come. Being the youngest in the family for so long, felt like I was just sort of watching my family crumble around me. And it's hard to not be pessimistic. But it's funny how it still affects me. Every time Christmas comes around, there's still a part of me that hopes that one day I'll feel that joy, that love that's supposed to be there. But the reality is that, in my eyes, my family's been broken for a long time. And I know it's probably just me that feels like that. But when you grow up so much younger and you see your older siblings and older cousins go through all these things, all this drama, there's not really space for your problems. But being closeted, I just felt like I had to be distant. And it was easy because I was already so much younger, so behind everyone else.
Or is it capped?
There was never really a space for me. And you would think that, you move to college, that love for your family kind of grows a bit deeper. You crave it, you miss it. But you realize it'll never get better. Time goes on. And when magical Christmas. You get to go to Colombia. And you're older, you're wiser, or at least you think you are. You think, oh, maybe something will finally click here. But then you fight with your mom because you're still not over the things she said years ago, and the pain you felt. And then you end up walking to your uncle's house because he has a giant bag of family photos from when we were young. And you're trying to ignore it. You're trying to ignore that itch that tells you that you shouldn't be here, that you'll never fit in, that this isn't right. And you walk into his house and you think, oh, cool. And you get a little tour. And the whole time there's a big smile on your older brother and your older sister's face as they see photo after photo. And talk about, oh my God, I remember. Oh my God, we were so young.
Oh my God.
And it's almost an endless amount of photos, mind you. And you know, you're kind of happy. You're like, oh, this is like cool. But then a few minutes go by and you realize you don't recognize anybody in that photo. You don't recognize anybody in that photo either. You never met that family friend in this photo. In fact, you're not even really in any of these photos. And so you don't really know what to do with yourself. Because once again, you realize you're not even really supposed to be there. You weren't standing side by side with your siblings. You were trailing after them. And you don't know what to do, so you try to casually walk outside to the front yard where your grandma built a huge nativity scene. Un pesebre. You know, you can see the effort. But you don't really know your grandma. All you remember is her not really liking you. And you're remembering that you're not in any of those photos. And you're watching these little lights dance on and off. And you try to play it off and you try your best to not cry because you know if somebody sees you, they're not going to come for you. They're not going to ask you what's wrong. They're just going to think, oh, there Alex goes. Oh my God, he's being emotional. He's being sad, angsty, burdened. He wants more. He wants more from this. He wants more from life. He wants more from his family. And you remember why you left. Because you just remember the silence of you and your mom at midnight. Christmas Day. But you don't know how to explain that. It feels so wrong. The silence. The tension. Because you're not allowed to fight for what you want. You're too young. Everyone has their own problems. They've got other worries on Christmas. So you swallow that down. You pretend like nothing happened. Because that's what you're expected to do. But the years go by. And you still think about these things. And that's why you hate Christmas. Because even around your family, you felt alone. And now that you're gone to prove something to yourself, you can't really run away from that. You'll always be alone on Christmas. No matter who or what you become.